The podcast world is a barren wasteland. Okay, not really, but there's no really great podcasts. Okay, not really. There's a lot of really great podcasts out there, but there's no really great music podcasts. Okay, not really. There's plenty of great music podcasts out there, but there's no really great music podcasts out there that are drug and alcohol free. Okay, I can't back up that last thing I said like at all. Just a completely ignorant thing to say. But there's no really great music podcast hosts out there that are insanely opinionated but crazy handsome and hilarious. Okay, that last thing I said out loud was completely true. So welcome to the obviously unpredictable world of Check the Credits. A music review podcast that is dedicated to reviewing garbage records so that you don't have to. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll get turned on. You may even crap your pants. So why not add Check the Credits to your daily pod diet? Nothing to lose and everything to gain. You may even like it. Imagine that. A podcast that is actually good and you can actually enjoy. Okay, not really, because there are plenty of podcasts out there that are super good that you can enjoy. So hop on board the CTC train where you can check the credits. Sorry, I gotta wait for it. Credits. We are your hosts, Michael Green and John. Bono and The Edge are actually Paul and Dave Smeaton. Johnny, qu'est-ce up?
Everything's good, man.
Everything's good?
Everything's good, yeah.
All is well in the Smeaton camp?
Yeah.
Wife? Kids?
Good.
Hey.
Yeah.
U2.
Yeah.
We're here tackling U2's album No Line on the Horizon.
That's the one.
It's the first time you're hearing this album?
Yeah.
So why don't you talk to me briefly about U2 in your life?
U2.
Yeah.
High school. Achtung Baby.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the only record I really enjoyed by them, to be completely honest.
Oh, shit. So you is not a fan?
No. I love that record.
Yeah, it's a great record.
The ladies love that record. And
this isn't another like Achtung Baby and Chill thing, is it?
No, actually no. But yeah, that was
She Moves.
Great record.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that one. And then after that, I think She Won't Live In, that one came out, or what was it that record?
I don't know anymore.
I did not enjoy that.
The 90s were interesting.
Yes.
For them.
And that's it. That's my
Okay, I've had like a tumultuous relationship with
That's
U2 over the years.
big word, man.
I'm not just a hot blonde with an ass that won't quit. When I was younger, growing up, I remember like just FM radio, and you'd hear like New Year's Day or Sunday Bloody Sunday and stuff.
Good songs. Good
Pride
songs.
in the Name of Love. And then in the mid to late 80s, my mom bought the Joshua Tree.
Ooh.
And the first 3 songs on that album are Streets, Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, and With or Without You. And she used to just listen to those 3 songs over and over.
Was the rest of the record shit?
No, you never heard the Joshua Tree?
I've never went through it, no.
Okay, yeah, that's the one before Octane Baby, if you don't count Rattle and Hum. Yeah, it's a fine record. I mean, Bullet the Blue Sky's on there. Like, there's some great stuff on there. But yeah, so I kind of got really, really sick of them and didn't like them very much, and then saw like The Edge or David Evans. Yeah, Bono's real name's Paul Hewson, so no wonder they gave themselves alter egos or whatever.
Oh, Paul.
Because the other two are like Larry and Adam. But I remember seeing Edge with like a handlebar mustache and like a hat, like a straw cowboy hat with like long hair underneath it, and he just, I don't know. So U2 were not cool to me.
No.
And then, they kind of fell out of fashion. And then when I started getting to know Sammy, who I started this podcast with, Sammy was like a U2 apologist.
and started to really point out stuff about them that I'd never really kind of thought before. Things that were, deeper than the songs, looking deeper into Bono's lyrics and stuff. Like, he had books that were about Bono and the things that he wrote about. So
that's hardcore.
Yeah, a little more hardcore than just like the surfacey kind of knowledge that I did have. So I started to kind of get into them. And I do own a lot of their records. And then in 2004, they put out an album called How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb, which I really enjoyed. And after that, they've kind of been not good in my opinion. So I am back to today thinking and feeling like I just don't care. Anyway, it's 2009. So how about this?
From CTC World Headquarters in Ontario, Canada, this is the top news from whichever year the hosts are talking about this episode. And now, the news.
Hi, I'm John Smeaton, and I'm here with the news. 2009. So,
9 to the layman.
You confused me. I'm like, did I say it wrong? But, so 2009, Barack Obama is inaugurated.
Hey. Yeah, he is.
The first black president ever.
Yeah.
In the United States.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
And he hit 3-pointers, man.
GM and Chrysler filed for bankruptcy. That's when the old crash happened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that was a hard time. But swine flu infects
Holy cow. Really?
tens of millions worldwide. In the U.S., it infected 50 million, hospitalized 200,000, and killed 10,000 people.
Jeez.
Yeah, the swine flu.
2009.
Michael Jackson dies at the age of 50.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
And we all know, like, the drama behind that with his doctor and painkillers.
Oh, right.
And
What happened to that guy? Did he get charged? Is he in prison?
I think he did get charged. I think he did go to prison.
He
but
did, eh?
you don't really hear anything about it anymore.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Hey.
Interrupts Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the VMAs. You remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah, the whole Beyonce
Oh, yay.
thing.
It was like for Beyonce's video.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Totally just stole the limelight from Taylor Swift.
Rightfully so, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a bit nutty and kind of disrespectful for sure, but it's Kanye. Do you really think he gives a shit about disrespecting people? But I mean, like, how does Beyonce not win that? They kind of whitewashed the, let's give it to Taylor Swift.
Well, that's good that you kind of generalized on that because that's it for the news.
Oh, right on.
2009 was pretty boring.
Well, that's not boring. You know, Barack Obama, that's huge. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson gone, that sucks. Well, depending on how you feel about the guy. Yeah, no, that's okay. So, how about this?
And now it's time for WTF Happened with John Smeaton, the part of the show where John Smeaton tells you WTF happened. And now, without further ado, John Smeaton.
Tiger. The name alone is a reminder of a fierce animal, feared by many in the jungle. A wild presence that cannot be tamed. Though, some brave souls have tried to tame this beast, only to learn that these beasts cannot be tamed. The carnal instincts will one day prevail and the tamer becomes the tamee. One such beast graced the greens of the greatest golf courses around the world, donning not stripes, but a black Nike hat and a red golf shirt. Yes, I'm speaking of that tiger, Tiger Woods. This man would change the sport of golf forever. It was no longer viewed as a bunch of fat-ass lawyers and doctors bragging of their feats while swinging their long iron sticks. This was becoming a sport for anyone and everyone. Tiger drew crowds. No one gave a shit who else was swinging the sticks that day. Anyone and everyone were there to take in Tiger's fierce play and skill. No one could stop the Tiger. Well, as they say, every dog has its day. Well, this oversized cat did back in 2009. While Tiger was sinking hole-in-ones, well, let's just say he was spraying buns. Yep, Tiger liked the ladies. A lot of ladies. A lot of ladies at the same time. And let's just say, these ladies were not his wife. Some weekends he dropped $60K on the ladies. This tiger was indeed fierce. Well, wasn't too long that the wife found out. Tiger smashed his Escalade into a fire hydrant in his Florida neighborhood. Yeah, remember that? His face was bloodied and bruised, and rumor is it wasn't from the accident. It was in fact from his tigress wife. Yep, a pure tiger endured a beating when she found out he had, well, it started with one mistress, then two. Well, then it was 14 by the time it was sorted. He even slept with his neighbor's 21-year-old daughter, and she voiced her displeasure by saying, "I was not the only one, really?" I can imagine Tiger's response to that with a grin. Tiger Woods, come on! Only a matter of time before the sponsors dropped him like a bar of soap. AT&T, along with Gatorade, dissolved their association with him, whereas Nike continued standing behind their man. Yep, Miss Tiger was a meerkat by the time his wife was finished with him. There was not a time in their marriage that he wasn't on the prowl. She divorced him, bought a mansion in Sweden, I believe, along with their 2 children. Hole in one. Guess one just wasn't enough. And that's my what the F moment of 2009.
Oh, Tiger. He's coming back, though, isn't he? Kind of doing
He's
well
been
now?
playing. He's just not the same.
It's like 11 years later.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
But he liked the ladies, trust me. A lot of ladies.
Oh, my gosh.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Cool, man. So, 2009, we are doing...
The Billboard.
What was the Billboard? Oh, yeah. Did you have any movies? Was there any top movies in
Yeah,
2009? There was?
actually, yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I got some.
Let's do the Billboard first.
You want to do Billboard?
Yeah, because I'm going to shit the bed.
Yeah,
and
you
then
are.
I'll recover with the movie
You
thing.
are.
I am. All right, let me have it.
Number 10.
Yeah.
The All-American Rejects.
Oh, it's oh, I know this song.
You know it.
I do know it. You're gonna tell me,
But you gotta show it.
I'm gonna be so upset when you tell me.
The song is called Gives You Hell.
Oh man, and alive.
Number 9.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
In 2009,
In 2009.
Kanye West. What was he doing in 2009? Oh, can I call a friend?
How about Heartless?
Heartless. No, was that his 808s and Heartbreaks album?
I don't know, man. Number
I
8.
thought you were a huge Kanye guy.
No.
It's
Number
Alice
8.
in Chains and Kanye.
But Beyonce, number 8.
Halo?
No.
Is it to put a ring on it?
Yes. Single Ladies.
Oh, is that what it's called? Single
Yes.
Ladies? Okay.
Tiger had a lot of those.
Oh, shit.
Is
Number 7?
it Jason Mars? Is that how you say his name?
Mraz?
Mraz. Jason Mraz.
Yeah.
Number 7. No.
Oh, is it Secrets?
No. It's I'm yours.
Yeah, that was my next guess.
Just remember that, Michael. I'm yours. Okay.
Aww.
We got Florida.
Oh.
Florida, but it's like, you know.
Yeah. Is it Secrets?
No. It's Right Round.
Oh, was that them sampling that?
Probably.
You
That's
Tell
what
Me
I'm
Right?
getting.
Yeah,
Black on record, baby. Number 5, we got a Taylor, a Swift.
Why are we talking about Taylor so much?
Taylor.
Is it? Give me the mic real quick so I can announce Beyonce as a winner. In brackets, in parentheses.
Kind of close.
Oh.
It's called Love Story.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah.
Romeo and his Juliet.
I
Right? Is that
think
it?
you'll get this next one. It's number 3.
Okay.
It's no, it's not. It's number 4. Idiot.
Where are we?
The Black Eyed Peas.
The Black Eyed Peas. I got a feeling.
Yes.
Ooh,
Number 3.
that tonight's gonna be
A good night.
a good night. Yeah.
We got Lady Gaga featuring Colby. Oh, doesn't matter.
Kaye? Colby Caleb? Who is it again?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga?
You know, the one who wore a meat dress to the VMAs.
I remember her.
Yeah, she's something else.
Lady Gaga. Is it the,
Gaga. Gaga.
what's the card game one? What's that card game? Poker face or
No, it was Just Dance.
Uno face.
And
Uno,
then number
Uno,
2 was
Uno
Lady
face.
Gaga again.
Go
And then
fish face.
Number 2 is Lady Gaga again.
Oh.
And you guessed it. It's
Oh, I did.
It's Poker Face
Hey!
for number 2.
Beating around the bush.
And then
The
guess
meat
what?
bush. What?
It's the
Number
Black Eyed Peas again. And
Oh.
their number 1 song.
Oh, is it Secrets?
It's Boom Boom Pow.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That
that's-
one.
That was a
You
great
remember?
song.
Yeah.
Can we just can we get to the movies now?
Yes.
Yes. Am I gonna do good?
Yes.
Oh hey, by the way, I fact checked that Transformers movie. Shia LaBeouf and Mark Wahlberg were not in that movie together. So wherever you got your, do you remember that? You were like the number
Yeah,
one movie was Age
and
of Extinction.
Same with that artist. It was Jones, not James at the end. The
Oh,
A-Ron.
Aaron Jones, not Aaron James.
It's not James.
Okay. So save your emails,
Sorry,
guys.
I'm sorry, Aaron. But anyway, so number 5,
Yeah.
John Cusack, Oliver Platt, Woody Harrelson, and the hint is it's
Yeah, that's the end of the world one.
yeah.
That is. Oh, this sucks. Don't tell me though.
It's a year.
Yeah.
It's
2000.
happened 8 years ago.
Oh, is it 2012?
Yeah.
That's what the movie's called?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I remember that movie. It's not good, right?
No, it wasn't. What's his name? Gordon Levitt in that one too. Was he in that?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt? I don't think so.
No.
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
Anywho, it's funny we were talking about Transformers. Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox.
In 2009.
Yeah.
So is this the Dark of the Moon one?
It's Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Oh, Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah.
Oh, the third one was the Dark of the Moon.
So I
Revenge
made
of the Fallen's the second
sure
one.
that
Okay.
Shia was actually in it.
Yeah, he's only in the first 3.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 are with Wahlberg. But Megan Fox is only in the first 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dennis Leary, Ray Romano, John Leguizamo. I'm sure you can get this one.
Oh, Ice Age?
Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
This one's easy.
Okay.
Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson.
Oh, Harry Potter.
And which one?
Do I have to tell you which one it is?
No, I guess
Harry
not.
Potter 2009?
Half-Blood
Is it the Half-Blood Prince?
Yes. So number 1,
Okay. 2009.
Sam Worthington, Sigourney Weaver.
Avatar. How was Harry Potter not number 1, eh? Avatar.
Avatar at that time became like the biggest movie.
The number 1 movie of all time.
And then who was it? The Avengers.
Avengers Endgame.
Yeah,
beat
Endgame
it,
took
yeah.
that out of the number 1 spot.
Yeah.
And that is it.
That is it. We got the movies. We got the.
Now we're on to the YouTube.
Let's talk about
Come on,
you two
Nintendo.
for the next little bit. How do you feel about checking the credits?
Yeah. Wait for it.
Released in 2009, No Line on the Horizon is the band's 12th studio album.
Ow.
Up to this point, that's why ow. Don't choke on your beer. Up to this point, this marked the longest gap between records, with their previous album being 2004's How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. So the band actually started work on the album in 2006 with producer Rick Rubin at Abbey Road Studios in London, but shelved most of the material from these sessions. Only 2 songs from these sessions have been released. The Saints Are Coming, that song they did with Green Day, and Window in the Skies, which both of those songs are available on their U2 18 singles album.
I just got one question though.
Okay, go.
What record was it that they just put on everybody's iPhone? What record was that?
Was it not this one?
Was it this one?
I don't know. It's not in my notes, though. Maybe it's not this one.
Okay.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember. Anyway, Rubin's back-to-basics approach conflicted with the band's, wherein the producer wanted the band to bring finished songs into the studio. U2 usually do a lot of improv in the studio, so things didn't gel. Rubin said about the experience, I don't know what their perspective was, but I thought we had fun.
I don't like Rick Rubin.
I don't want to do like a Rubin bash, but that seems to be the consensus a lot of the times where the bands are like, yeah, it didn't work. And he's like, I don't know what they're talking about. I had a great time. It's like, yeah, dude, you just lied around on the couch playing with your beard.
Yeah.
I know that that's not the way it was with like hip hop and stuff, like when he was working with Jay-Z and stuff, because I've seen documentaries and he was very hands-on, a little more involved with Jay-Z's stuff. But when I've seen like documentaries on like Metallica and stuff, like he just kind of lies around. He's just like, I don't know, whatever you guys think.
Yeah.
You know, you're Metallica, just do your thing.
Just do your thing. I'm getting paid. I'm getting shit.
So, but the same thing, like he did, he worked with AC/DC in the 90s. And AC/DC were like, we did not like Rick Rubin. And he was like, I don't know, it's crazy. I had a great time.
That's his line for everything.
Yeah, he's just
know.
like, anytime the band is like, we don't like Rick Rubin, he's like, what are you talking about? It was a blast.
I mean, I'd take a nap on the couch while they did their thing. It was fine.
Okay, so the band eventually recorded in Fez, Morocco, which they claimed added to the experimental style of the record.
Yeah.
They compared the shift in style to that heard between the Joshua Tree and Achtung Baby.
Oh.
Although critics noted upon review that it wasn't really all that experimental. More on that later. The album managed to debut at #1 in 30 countries, but failed to sell as well as anticipated, which the band actually expressed disappointment in at the time.
No.
Well, you know, usually the band are just like, it is what it is, but they were actually vocal about it in interviews and stuff.
That's stupid.
They were really bummed that
I don't
it wasn't
like
that it didn't sell. However, by contrast, the supporting U2 360 tour from 2009 to 2011 would go on to set a record for the highest grossing concert tour in history, with tickets of over $736 million.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. You want to talk about the producers?
Yeah.
So, longtime YouTube producers and collaborators Brian Eno and Daniel Lanois are listed as co-writers and producers alongside Steve Lillywhite.
Do you think that's his real last name?
I hope so. So the band claimed that they were exposed to Hindu, Arabic, and Jewish music while in Morocco, and that this really played a heavy role in the direction and sound of the record. Eno even insisted that Larry Mullen Jr. use an electronic drum kit. However, Eno later admitted that none of the inspirational and experimental music really appeared on the record, that it just didn't sound authentic or convincing. So the band eventually finished recording sessions in Dublin and back in London with Steve Lillywhite, who has worked with U2 a lot throughout their career, even producing their debut album back in 1980, Boy.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. How you feeling, man? You feeling strong?
Feeling strong.
You feeling energetic?
Energetic.
Are you ready to go through this double album? Now, there's 20 songs on this. 20 songs on this album, so we'll probably be here a while going through every single note of this. Did you go through the double album that we're going to review in about 2 seconds?
Are you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
I got
Were
scared.
you scared?
I'm like, what? Double album?
Yeah, the deluxe edition, bro.
Oh, man, you had me.
I'm kidding. Here we go.
Son of
So
a
the
bitch.
opening song, No Line on the Horizon.
Let's go.
Hey there. If you want to listen to this clip, you're gonna have to go download the album. If you dare. It's pretty shitty. Hence the purpose of this podcast. Anyway, back to the show.
Obviously, the title cut, written by the band along with Brian Eno and Daniel Lanois. Lyrics are written by Mr. Paul Hewson. So in the in the context of this record, this is not the worst thing on here. Bono's voice sounds great. I just didn't like the chorus, which we just played. Also, not a great opening song.
I know.
Other than Bono, there's not a lot of energy.
I like when I first listened to this, I'm like, man, what a really not good way of opening like a record. I mean, I wanted some more energy, but
Yeah. I should also mention that a lot of these tracks went over much better live.
Yeah.
Like when they put out the 360 Blu-ray, I bought it. And a lot of these songs sounded really big live because it was a lot of that dynamics had a lot to do with Larry Mullen playing an actual kit live, and it sounded huge, right?
Yeah.
So this is like not a big sounding record.
no, not at all.
Do you have any thoughts on
You like the song, yeah?
I didn't say that.
Personally,
You don't listen when I
for an open. You never listen to me.
I just said it wasn't the worst thing on here in the context of this album.
Yeah, I didn't like it
No.
because I didn't feel the energy. I didn't feel any hooks. And the whole like he does it a lot in this record.
Oh yeah.
Like wow,
The O's? The O's
and its
are
falsetto is just dreadful.
what?
I hate.
How
its
could you say
falsetto.
that?
I just can't stand it. especially with headphones.
Why are you so angry?
But anyway, this song is a no from me.
It's a no from me. Here you go. Drink it in.
Is that him in the shower?
Sounds like it, eh? Maybe Edge was recording him.
Drops the soap. He's like, whoops. Whoops.
Now this is from that documentary, the Unforgettable Fire documentary.
I'll
Anyway,
be sure not to watch it.
I wonder if YouTube likes this album because
Oh.
I went on YouTube and I developed arthritis, trying to find YouTube comments for each song on
developed
this
carpal tunnel.
turd. So Johnny Norris Jr. 10 months ago
No relation
says,
to Chuck.
Oh, maybe. Anyone who knocks you too is a narc.
Hello, Bono.
The reliable source 1 year ago says, reminds me of Yellow by Coldplay a little.
What the bloody hell?
And Dale Cooper 7 years ago,
Dale.
fantastic song, awful album. So number 2, we've got Magnificent.
Magnifique.
Yeah, this was the second single off the record, written by U2, Eno, and Lanois. That's going to get old, isn't it? With lyrics by Bono and The Edge. Originally titled French Disco, it is played before the start of every New York Rangers home game at Madison Square Garden.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a cool track. I didn't mind this one. Definitely has that classic U2 sound.
Yeah.
Edge's signature sound, Bono's soaring hook, a highlight, and a standout track for sure. Should have opened the album, actually.
Yeah, I loved.
Got a point from me.
I love the Edge's guitars in this.
Yeah,
They're
cool
so
guitars.
good. Anyway, yeah, I like this song a lot. It's a good one.
And also prominently featured is the O's that he...
yes.
YouTube says Claire DeMorgan 2 years ago, U2's last great song. I live in hope that there will be more.
That's a good question, Bono.
David Labey 1 year ago says, this beats a Morrissey song any day.
It's so important that our daughters understand that they can grow up to be Bono.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Was that him that said that?
Yeah. Certainly. So, this next one, just bear with me. This is Elizabeth Armstrong 2 years ago. Oh my God, I want to say that I had a flash dance feeling. Please take no offense, please to you both. I thought it was code for life, death, not the other. In those past days, you were known as my friend, and I panicked thinking I needed to save you from yourself. LOL. My family's looking forward to visiting Ireland safely in the months ahead. My goodness, what an inspiration you truly are. What a f***ing drag that passport issue was, and the magic marker dots on me. I hope you may sing a tune sometime, truly. You were a friend that woke me up for something greater than a dear lack of sleep and crazy tonight song. I wish you and your lads a toast to Irish Wobblies and a Canadian girl who always chooses one love. The past was meant to be left there. I thought saving you was a secret.
What is wrong with
Well,
people?
it is a bit ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
Right? Like, what do you on about? Moment of surrender.
Guys, I got an idea. How about we do a song that's not whiny bullcrap?
This was written by U2, Eno, and Lanois, lyrics by Bono. According to my flawless Wikipedia research, they recorded the song together in a single take. Brian Eno called the recording of the song, quote, the most amazing studio experience I've ever had, end quote.
MG.
Although it was not released as a single, Rolling Stone named it the best song of 2009.
What?
It harkens back to the Octung days, similar to
It
So
does.
Cruel, if you remember that song, So Cruel.
Yeah.
It's a nice track.
It wasn't it like 7 minutes long though. Yeah. Wasn't it like 7 minutes long? 7:35.
Oh my gosh.
Something like that. To me, the song was a yawner, man. Like the bass doesn't change. It's the same. Like
I thought it was like lovely, but it's not great. It's
and
not.
I-
It's like
and-
it's nice. It's like
and
okay.
I liked Edge's solo. Edge's guitar work was
Yeah,
was
ripping,
really
eh?
nice. Yeah.
Just shredding, eh, John?
He wasn't
Does,
sure.
does he do some double hand tapping?
some hammer-ons?
Okay, well, let's move on to YouTube, see what they thought.
Yeah.
Miguel Salguero, 2 years ago, says, this song should be painted in the sky with the light of the stars.
Oh man.
Well, okay.
Bayview Finch, 7 years ago, says, like Bono ever uses an ATM or Subway.
You don't scare me. I got chunks of guys like you in my stool.
All for his glory alone, 1 month ago, says, the only U2 album I can't really listen to because the bass tone causes me headaches.
Can't understand a word.
Unknown Caller is next. Written by the band with Eno and Lanois. Is that getting old yet? This was tracked in one take as well, according to the band. Didn't really like this much.
No.
Thought the lyrics were a tad cheesy. I read a lot of comments about the Edge's guitar solo. And it doesn't do a whole lot.
I like the shush now.
Shush
Whoa.
now. Reboot yourself. Basically writing the same note throughout, but I think a lead from the Edge is so rare that fans freak out every time he kind of does one.
Yeah.
He's the first to admit that he's not a lead player, but diehards tend to give him a lot more props over solos than what's actually there. Anywho, the song is a meh for me. How about
Meh,
you?
meh. A double meh.
Johnsky? A double meh.
Double man. So how many points is that now?
I think I got 1 point so
I guess
far.
like maybe yeah.
For what was it? Oh, Magnificent.
Yeah.
Right? An Acrobat 89 11 years ago says, wow, way to provide a deep review of this song, jackass. Makes sense that a small-minded person like you would say that about such a deep and spiritual song.
Oh boy.
Or leave a bad taste in your mouth.
Bender PY 3 years ago says, damn, this song reminds me about someone I really liked. Sad emoji.
But it really hurts.
Hallucination 3 years ago says, though I love this album, unfortunately for me, this is one of their absolute worst songs. Literally, one of maybe 3 U2 songs I genuinely dislike. In fact, I can say in my opinion, this song sucks. Such a god-awful chorus. I wish they'd have included Mercy on the album instead of this.
Oh.
Did I disappoint you?
Yes, you did, Bono. Bono.
Oh, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
I'll go crazy if I don't go crazy tonight. This was the third single from the record. One of the Steve Lillywhite produced tracks, co-produced with Will I Am. Oh. Black Eyed Peas, bro.
How about that?
The song was first developed by Brian Eno under the title Diorama. Or Diorama, if you're an asshole. Several of the song's lyrics were influenced by Barack Obama's presidential campaign at the time.
Oh, really?
I didn't really like this
No,
all that much. Thought
'cause,
the
you
lyrics
know,
were meh and the
yeah.
melody a bit drab, a bit stock. An opinion I'm entitled to because this is my podcast, you bish. So how about you? You dig?
I like the lyric, every sweet tooth needs a little hit.
That was in there?
It was. It
Oh,
was there.
my heavens.
That's what I'm here for, man. That's what I pick out.
Can't understand a word.
Nancy Smith, 2 months ago, says, great story, Elena. Awesome. Hey, think scaffolding was a little bit off balance? LOL. Sometimes doing the things no one else wants to is the key to being successful, more well-rounded and wiser. Great job, Peas Keen. Product's very good for both men and women.
Some guy by the name of Ted Stryker, sir.
Ted Stryker.
Do you know him, sir?
Never heard of him. That's not exactly true. We were like brothers.
Ray Rez, 4 years ago, says, this song was stuck in my mind for several years since I watched it on a commercial of Cartoon Networks. I never forgot you two. I don't necessarily like this song, though.
How would you handle this?
We could try ignoring it, sir.
I see. Pretend nothing has happened and hope everything turns out all right in the morning.
Okay, and finally, my username rules, D, 8 years ago says, the S's in this song sound very loud.
Really?
Get on your boots! Get on your boots. This was the lead single from the record. So I actually...
Are you serious?
I actually dug the energy of this.
Yeah.
Sort of a sequel to Vertigo from the Atomic record. It's just without any great hook. Sort of the futurist female feminist anthem, which the accompanying video driving that point home. Larry Mullen disliked the choice to release it as the first single, saying that it was catastrophic and that they never really recovered from it, referring to the commercial disappointment of the record and the fact that as the tour wore on, they would play fewer and fewer tracks from the record. Adam Clayton would later say that the single didn't work, and when the single doesn't work, people can't find a way into the record. It gets a from me. How about you?
I when I first heard the opening guitars, I'm like, okay, here we go, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna pick up now. And as the song wore on, I'm like, ooh, ah. And there was a lot of that while I was listening to it, and it didn't hit well with me. So it's a meh for me too, unfortunately.
All right. So it is season 11, episode 9 of South Park. This is the background of the episode, to put it in context. When Randy Marsh took the world's biggest crap, the European Fecal Standards and Measurements Board revealed that Bono was the previous holder of the record. Furious at someone beating him and making him number 2, he proceeds to take a massive crap of his own, beating out Randy. When Stan begins investigating Bono's odd behavior, it is revealed that Bono did not take the world's biggest crap, but actually is the world's biggest crap. He was transformed from crap into a human being when the board member fed him breast milk from his own chest. This explained why he could do so much good and accomplish so many great things and still appear to be a piece of crap.
Only on South Park.
So,
dude, I remember when we used to watch it like together.
Yes.
Like we'd work like a midnight shift. We'd go home to my place and then we'd just watch a movie and you know. And you'd always fall asleep, man.
Yeah, sure would.
But
did not care for South Park back
no, you didn't.
No, love them now.
Oh yeah.
YouTube, as gay as a daffodil. 2 years ago says, when I was like 4 years old, I was singing this song while trying to put my sock on. It was really hard to do for some reason. I just sat there for a few minutes struggling. Moonshiny 7410. 7410 years ago, they should just come out and say, hi, we're U2, and we can't write original songs, so we rip off classics, such as Pump It Up by Elvis Costello. Ooh. I wish these twats would go away.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know who's doing that impression, but he's killing it.
Because it's really good, actually, because that's exactly what he sounds
That's exactly what he sounds like. I forget who did the voice, but it wasn't Trey or Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool James X 11 1 year ago says, wow, you know what? Great advice. I did do that. And oh my God, I love this song now. Of course, I didn't like it because I had no taste in music. I realized that having taste in music means simply loving you too. And then I just did that, and now I have taste in music. And because you inspired me to look deeper within myself by calling me a dipshit, now I don't think U2 is lame at all. And I think U2 is so much cooler now because they have a cool fan base made up of awesome people like you.
Oh my goodness.
Does Bono want a biddy?
That part's great because he's breastfeeding Bono.
I haven't seen this episode,
Oh
dude.
my gosh.
I am so lost.
And they call it Biddy?
I kept the crap in my office, nursed it, fed it Biddy. And soon Biddy made him strong.
Biddy made him grow up
hear him in the background.
into one of the most influential figures of our time. Easy, Bono, that hurts the Biddy.
Biddy.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, stand-up comedy is next.
Is it getting better?
This album's for late.
So this track went through several iterations before finally landing on this version.
Oh.
For whatever reason, 6 different songs were written trying to get this right.
Really?
Was it worth all the fuss? Sort of. Not one of the band's greatest compositions, but I felt like it was one of the strongest tracks on this album. Again, some great energy, particularly from Bono. He doesn't always hit home runs with his lyrics, but he always delivers them with conviction. You'll never get like a half-ass vocal with him. So some fun guitar work from Mr. David Evans as well. You?
I like this song. It was kind of funky. It had like a funky feel to it, and I liked it.
It gets a point?
And
I might get a point from me, too.
It'll get a point.
Or half a point, anyway.
Bono is Bono, annoying.
He's your favorite?
My little crap has accomplished many things, but he could never shed the fact that he was really a number 2.
Victorado 2 years ago says, I really, really love music. I feel so excited when I listen to this type of songs.
Look at the crap I took all those years ago. Bono is now almost 6 feet tall and over 80 kilograms in weight. No matter how you look at it, he is still the record.
Rui 10 years ago says, one word, U2 rocks.
Oh, no.
So he spent his life trying to be number 1 in everything.
You hear it in the background.
I know. I'm sorry. It's so gross. Henry Osorio 10 years ago says, stop helping God cross the street like a little old lady.
Oh.
That's why he's able to do so much. Try to help so many people, but still seem like such a piece of shit.
This is called Fez. So, Fez being born. This was the planned opening cut for the record.
Really?
It's an amalgamation of 2 songs that were a part of the Rick Rubin sessions. The opening symphonic guitar is called Fez, obviously inspired by the That 70s Show character. I say good day. The other song, Being Born, was something that producer Lanois had pitch shifted to match the key of Fez and blended them together. You can also hear the Let Me In the Sound chant mixed in faintly from Get On Your Boots. This was a big old nothing burger for me.
Yeah, I got
completely forgettable. You?
I got. It sounds like a B-roll music. It sounds like B-roll music in an espionage film in the Middle East. I'm like, where the hell is the chorus? And I got terrible song. That's what I got.
Well, okay.
Lionel Martin,
all right.
1 year ago, says, this made me go to Morocco. Amazing experience.
You're bullshit.
Once more around, pal. It's all pops and buzzes from here.
Rage Monato 4 months ago says, I could totally see an Aladdin-inspired music video for this song.
See, I told ya.
She won't talk to anyone, huh? Oh, no. She won't say a word to anybody. Well, she's talking to Blue Streak now, Jack.
Love it's on Seinfeld. So good. Wing Goddess 9 years ago says, this song and the whole album is good for people who like to hear him singing, oh.
Bitch, stop pushing up on my hoes before I kick your punk ass.
Oh, pardon. I didn't mean any offense, hip-hop colleague. Can an African-Canadian just rap about neat things and drink Sprite?
White as snow. So this was based on the hymn Veni Veni Emmanuel, written from the perspective of a dying soldier serving in Afghanistan. Lovely track, but nothing spectacular. You? Notes?
No.
You have no notes?
I've got boring and terrible.
Okay.
And the falsetto, totally annoyed me.
I thought that was your favorite part about what Bono does. Here, let me play that one clip of him doing the falsetto thing. Let's see what Brenda 45362 7 years ago says. So, do you also like Pink Floyd?
Mind if I pull the underwear out of my crack?
Haridi Debnath, 9 years ago, says this song should have been in Red Dead Redemption.
Oh. Do you know what that is?
It's a video game.
It's an
right?
awesome video game, yeah.
Oh, it's an awesome video game?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
It's like
a midget at a urinal. I was going to have to stay on my toes.
it's like Grand Theft Auto, but
oh, cool.
But in the West.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you steal horses instead of cars?
So like, Michael, you know.
Dude, there's a Clydesdale over there. Let's get it.
Let's get that Clydesdale. Shit, pick up some horse.
Oh, shit. Carly Turnbull, 7 years ago, says, such a crying shame what has become of the lamb. What once was so pure turned into something blacker than coal. Oh. The truth is they will never return. All actions speak louder than words. I do not feel hatred for you, but I do pity your existence. Oh. I hope you learn how to love your wife, and that means having a physical relationship with her. There is no way on this earth that I would touch you. The drugs don't work.
Damn.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry I can't be more optimistic, Doctor, but we have a long road ahead of us. Like having sex. It's a painstaking, arduous task that seems to go on and on forever, and just when you think things are going your way, nothing happens.
Breathe. Yeah, The Edge had this pretty much all together, being influenced by Jimmy Page and Jack White, with whom he collaborated with in the 2009 film It Might Get Loud. Did you ever see that?
No.
That's pretty rad. Brian Eno estimated that the track had been remixed 80 times during the album sessions.
Wow.
Seems
That's
a tad much.
That's what you get, man, when you got money.
Seems a tad much. Anyway, this was my favorite off the record. I think this should have been the first single.
Yeah?
It gets kind of buried at the end of the album, but a rockin' tune, probably the only time the word cockatoo has ever been used in a rock song.
I remember that part.
Or any song for that matter. Reminded me of an Oasis track called Acquiesce.
It actually gave me Instant Karma vibes, this song.
Oh, John Lennon Instant Karma. Oh, very good.
It really did. I like the song. Very.
I think it's the best thing on the album.
Yeah. It's very, very good. I liked it. And it's a shame that it's like buried at the end of the record.
I really thought opening, like, imagine this opens. Magnificent's still fine where it's at, and that's number 2, I think. But yeah, really, really annoying that they buried such a great song. Let's go to YouTube, where Mr. Silencio Backgammon, 8 years ago, says, he's doing Bob Dylan, man.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right. I'm sure that we can handle this situation maturely, just like the responsible adults that we are. Isn't that right, Mr. Poopy Pants?
Steven, 8 years ago, says, Bono rapping is scary.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, thought we were vibing.
Maripon, 8 years ago, says, you stupid, bro?
Why don't you want to have a child?
Oh. Didn't I try to adopt that 18-year-old Korean girl?
Cedars of Lebanon.
Yeah. I love that guitar.
So the album closes with this droning,
it is terrible.
melancholy piece.
It's pretty bad.
It sort of hypnotizes you. Nice EBO work from Mr. Evans. Bono being his most Bono-esque. You?
I put that he went all Leonard Cohen on this one.
Shut up, you waste of space. Just be glad you get to hang with me.
So let's wrap it up with our YouTube comments. Ian V. Raybeck, 3 years ago, says, I've always loved this song. It's depressing, yet beautiful. I always like to listen to it late at night, staring at the windows of my bedroom, after pondering my miserable existence.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My thoughts.
Hey,
exactly.
my voice isn't that high.
It is. It is, though.
Frank Collins, 9 years ago, says, it's only somewhat good because the lyrics are thought-provoking. There's no skill.
For me, you're somewhere between a cockroach and that white stuff that accumulates at the corner of your mouth when you're really thirsty.
Who Who said that?
That's John Malkovich from Con Air. Come on, man. And finally, this is our final YouTube comment of this episode. Yeah. A Love Eternal 10 years ago says, LOL, I didn't buy this crap.
Neither did we. Like a seal. Who is that?
It's Tom Hanks.
Is it really?
From Money Pit.
Wow.
Remember when the bathtub falls through
when
the...
it went through the floor.
When the bathtub falls through the floor? Yeah. And that's it. He just loses it.
Lost it.
And that concludes our track-by-track review of U2's No Line on the Horizon. I don't think there was enough
There was a lot of that. It's quite agonizing. Actually.
Point system. This gets about a 3
That's
out of
exactly
11 from me.
Out of 11?
Yeah, there's 11 songs on it. 3 out of 11.
Oh,
That's
I
what
thought
get.
you meant like out of 10. And then
No,
because it's U2,
we do the point system based on how many tracks on the album.
Gotcha.
So there's 11 tracks on it. I give 3 songs a point.
I give it 3.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I liked Breathe. I liked Magnificent. And what was the other one that we were like, okay? Was it stand-up comedy
I think
maybe?
it was...
I don't remember which one.
Stand-up comedy.
Yeah. So it sounded like a lot of unrealized ideas to me that just didn't stick the landing. Final thoughts before we wrap this bitch up. Final thoughts on U2 and final thoughts on U2 No Line on the Horizon.
U2. I don't like U2 that much. Not lately.
That was not apparent.
Well, Achtung Baby was the record that really, got me.
Yeah.
It was a great record. And I mean, any U2 fan knows that. But
yes. Yeah.
Their newer stuff, I just kind of gloss over.
Beautiful Day comes out and you're like, meh.
No.
Well, okay.
So what are you currently listening to other than U2?
Well, it's funny. Like not too long ago,
I'll be the judge of
maybe
that.
a year ago, Tool actually decided to finally go digital. So they finally have all their library on the on all the digital platforms.
Yeah, yeah.
So I bought like every record.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm stuck on Enema, that record, their second record from I think it was '96.
Yeah, have you ever had one? Me neither.
Every time I listen to this record, it's so good. It's such a great record. And I mean, any Tool fan will tell you it's amazing. And like Fear Inoculum, their latest record's pretty good, but it is really a long listen. Every song is like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm listening to the Tool right now.
That's cool,
Getting
man.
back into it. They're a great band. I love them. But yeah, that's what I'm listening to. What, Michael? Tell us what you're listening to.
Oh, because everybody wants to know.
I think we were listening to it on the way over here.
That's one of them, yeah. So I've been listening to Kings of Leon a lot in the last couple of weeks. Why exactly? I've always kind of paid attention to them. They've always been a great band to me.
They're a really good band, indeed.
And they, why? Something happened. I must have heard a song. Maybe it was Tonight or Pyro. I heard a song or something, or maybe there's a YouTube video that I was just like, oh my gosh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot how great these guys are.
There's a lot of bands.
Yeah, I kind of went back and revisited a lot of their albums and stuff. So going through like Only by the Night and Mechanical Bull and Around Sundown. And the newest one, Walls, which is a couple years old now. But Kings of Leon. The big news also for me, which is going to be old by the time this comes out, is Paul McCartney put out his new record on Friday. Paul McCartney 3, or McCartney 3. Did you listen to it? Of course, it's fantastic.
Is
it's
it
so
really?
Good. The man's pushing 80.
Wow.
Like, I won't even be able to walk when I'm 80, let alone put out an actual relevant album with good songs. So he put out McCartney in 70 when the Beatles broke up. And then in 80, he put out McCartney 2. That was just before Lennon was murdered. And then now he's putting out McCartney 3. So the thing around the albums is that he plays all the instruments. So he does all the drums, the bass, the vocals, the piano, the keyboards. He does every instrument. So
80.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm listening to it. I'm just like, his voice has become like this sort of bluesy, thick kind of, because you're just not going to sing like you were 28 anymore, right? It's just not going to happen. But It's so good. I'm so pleased with it. So Kings of Leon and Paul McCartney is what I've been listening to. And for you two, I would go back to Joshua Tree, Octung Baby, and you'll be safe and sound there. I know they have their diehards, man. And I own a lot of their records. I have their DVDs and stuff. I put them on. I enjoy U2. I just not in a while. That's all. I think it's probably since Atomic, and that's like 16 years ago. 2004 was the last time I was really excited about U2. But anyway, we have been Czech.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook, Instagraph, and we have a .com where you can find us on Stitcher and Apple and Spotify and
Google.
Yeah, you can find us everywhere. My gosh, I mean, what's your excuse?
Like, come on, man.
How are you not a huge fan by now? Yeah. Anyway, until the next time.
I couldn't believe it was her. It was like a dream. But there she was, just like I remembered her. That delicately beautiful face, and a body that could melt a cheese sandwich from across the room. And breasts that seemed to say, hey, look at these. She was the kind of woman that made you want to drop to your knees and thank God you were a man. Yeah. She reminded me of my mother, all right, no doubt about it.
A Check the Credits podcast, a program I can only assume you've enjoyed on a radio receiver that would have been at your disposal. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And I have no idea what any of that means because I'm a broadcaster guy from the 1920s. Thank you, and good night.